is typical of what you find on Beinn Eighe. It's a Scots pine, but it's all gnarled and twisted. It's even brown here where it's been bitten by the frost. It's a great example of what a tough life these montane scrub plants have, given that they live high on our mountainsides.
It's something that we often like to try and bring alive to people, you know, when they are visiting places like this. The fact that as you follow a footpath up here and start climbing up into the mountains, you're almost stepping back in time. You're stepping back and taking a look at what Scotland would have looked like after the last ice sheets had melted and plant and animal life started slowly creeping back in. Beinn Eighe is an important site, particularly for juniper, and unlike a lot of the juniper that occurs in the pine woods in Scotland, the juniper we have here is mostly that grows low, hugging along the ground above the tree line level.
The montane scrub, and that includes the dwarf juniper, that's an important part of the vegetation within this exclosure and within the area of the reserve. It's part of our own native woodland. It's important for small invertebrates.
Yes. Oh no, this one's it's a moth, David. Another caterpillar. They seem to make their home in this hairy cocoon like that, isn't it? Yes. This one's beginning to release its seed here. But it still has the sort of the blackish scales on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be a sawfly.
There's a wealth of insects actually dependent on the various species that form montane scrub. That includes juniper and several willows, and indeed birch. We've found moths exploiting our willow scrub here. A range of quite big, spectacular moths like puss moth, emperor moth, and there are leaf beetles exploiting some of the willows as well.
Interestingly, the very survival of this little plant family across the mountains of Scotland is being taken to heart not only by the scientists but the public as well.
They've helped a great deal with monitoring and carrying out their own research projects.
We can either head down the ridge and drop in, or we can actually just cut down and head in there. Or if some of you guys want to try and sort of survey this area.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at all the
Well, we have
Yeah, okay.
It's a nice significant find. What we'll do with this is we record it all in a database which then goes to form part of the national network, which is a website based spreadsheet which you can then look up and pull up records for all the different plants around the country.
Well, for me it's been a great day out actually, because I've seen a lot of plants that I enjoy seeing, familiar ones and also some new ones. And it's great being out with people with similar interests.
From our point of view, it's an opportunity to help raise awareness of this very important habitat and of the work that's going on in some of our national nature reserves like Beinn Eighe here. What we do forget sometimes is that a lot of the plants and animals that we have in Scotland are actually very important in a European context, but also globally as well. When you start travelling elsewhere, you realise how important our habitats such as the montane scrub really are. So it would be good to think that some of the techniques, some of the approaches that are being adopted through this project might be recognised and used in other places too.